You're getting quite a few.
Right, okay, here we go. I am on the internet, mother. Look, I've made it. That's my intro, the first ever stream. There we go. Hi to anyone that's watching. I'm the project lead. This is our, well, I suppose official. If any of you tuned in last time, that was our little test run. This is our official Fallout London intro. Right, okay, so, here we go. The internet. I am on the internet, mother. Look, I've made it. And Toast, immediately I can hear my own voice. That's so my intro, the first ever stream. There we go. Stop hearing myself. Hi to anyone that's watching. I'm the project lead. This is our, well, I suppose official. If any of you tuned in last time, that was our little, whatever. There you go, problem solved. Right, I've done my introduction, as competent as ever. You guys can do your own introduction. So start with Toast. Who are you and what do you do for the project?
Hello, I am the head of PR. I fix the technical problems for when you want to go public, or I also do the website and social medias in general.
There we go, lovely. And you have your hands filled because you have me as a lead. Fantastic. DJ, what do you do?
Build stuff.
Fantastic. Okay.
What? Well, yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You're not wrong. Yes, you build stuff. Oh, yes, you're the co-lead of the level design, to be a bit more technical. Charlie, what do you do?
I also build stuff.
Do you?
I mean, sometimes.
I couldn't resist. Just open you up for an attack straight away. Who else is here? Dr. Mebius?
Yeah, I'm working on my own little project at the moment, Fallout Cathedral.
Oh, self-plug! He didn't even say that you're helping us. Just straight in there with the self-plug.
Let me finish. But after that's done, I'm gonna join the level design team of Fallout London. I'm gonna be doing the Canary Wharf area.
Can't believe you started with the self-plug. I knew it would come at some point, but straight away in your opening sentence.
I need to be honest.
Who else is in here? We also got Chainsaw. What do you do? And where are you from? There we go. We have covered all the bases, I think. Fantastic. Right. So, if you have any questions or queries, feel free to just pop them down in one of the message boxes. I will message them as we go along. I'm going to sit on the stream until I get bored. And yeah, you're going to see me building around the area of Cable Street, which is where all the fascists all got beaten up in, well, in history. And that is the area directly over here. So if you're wondering why there's lots of big squares dotted about, for those of you that don't know level design, they're all placeholders for buildings to come. Various things you might see, like oversized buildings, again placeholders, and that is our job, to take the placeholders, fill them out, and then get eventually a mod working for you all.
I thought you wanted to go through Camden.
Yeah, I was going to do that at some point. I was probably going to jump in to the actual game world at some point and walk through. Those of you that saw the stream last time, I just walked around some of the general areas, but I will definitely go through Camden as well. That way you get to show off your bit and you can say something about it. But yeah, to start off with, I'm just going to jump in. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. However, to start off with, I need to think what I'm going to do. Alright, let's do the road system.
That brown said surprisingly British looking.
I mean, we do try. What was that on? Was that on YouTube?
YouTube.
Right, fantastic. Okay, so I can't monitor YouTube, so yeah, if you can... That wasn't a sentence. Yeah, I can't monitor YouTube, so feel free to just give me the questions straight over, and then I will... I can monitor the questions coming through Twitch. I'm a boomer, everyone, so technology is not my forte. That's why I have a team for that.
You've also got...
That's why you have a team of boomers.
Yeah, there are some young people on this team. For those unaware, I think the average age of Fallout London is about 30 years old, which makes us the older team. And people such as DJ and Chainsaw, they're the ones that... You're hella boomers. You're all crusties.
Someone said,
A
you
little-
need,
a
someone said you
little
need to
bit
put,
for the whole thing.
Sorry, what was that,
someone said
Sos?
you need to put feral ghouls chasing you from Tesco's with bog rolls or Fesco's in this case.
Yes, Fesco's. So we don't like getting copyright infringement because that makes us all sad. If I zoom over to an area, you'll be able to see where's the nearest one by Canada Water, I think. Let's go along to Canada Water. You'll be able to see our version of Tesco's, lovingly called Fesco's. If I can remember where the hell Canada Water is. What
Oh, you're
borough is it?
showing
Is it's in Southwark. It's in Southwark.
While you're showing that off, Mason Brandenburg asks, what is the estimate time you'd say this mod is going to take till a beta? Or would you like me to speak a bit more clearly?
No,
It's more the question.
no, it's the question. It'll be ready
Yeah.
when it's ready. Oh, any of you witnessing what's happening on my screen, it's because I have 8 gigabytes of RAM. So, yeah, if you've ever wanted to see a project built on a potato, now's your chance. So is it loading in?
But yeah, he has the next gen graphics card.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to skimp out on the graphics card. You just, I should definitely invest in the RAM.
Just another 8 gig dipped in.
I just like how everyone's trying to buy me stuff. They're like, we'll buy you the RAM. I'm like, no, I don't need it.
The best
No, you
analogy.
need it.
The
Don't
best
say you
analogy is it's water cooling a potato. That's like your computer.
It's tea cooling. Literally, I keep putting my tea on the top, and I don't know
don't
why.
think-
It's a dangerous game.
I don't think it's a good one because if you do that, the potato might grow, whereas PC doesn't grow. It just stays where it is.
Someone just asked on the YouTube chat to the size of scale. He said, "Is the map huge like London?"
That would be absolutely obscene. The overall size is probably closer to the vanilla game. We'd say, realistically, and I don't know why I'm waving my hands around as if anyone can see them, but yeah, it's in between Far Harbour and vanilla sized. However, due to the way we've divided up the map, it's probably closer in terms of some of the large interior cells, probably closer to more that off vanilla. The way we've divided it up, you might have just seen in some of these areas dotted about. Of course, I've spawned into an area that you cannot see. There are these large blast walls. The idea being, if any of you've played the vanilla game, when you walk into the area of Boston, you might notice huge lag spikes, and that's because it's not the most optimized of places with a lot going on. So in order to sort of prevent that, and to keep with the theme of having London built up, we've got these various walled off sections that you go into, which for technical purposes takes you into basically an interior cell that looks like an exterior, sort of like how Diamond City is or Good Neighbor, and that will allow us to be able to put more detail and effort into the area without it completely annihilating your FPS. So
Think Fallout New Vegas, the way they divide it with big walls, the New Vegas strip. It's a little bit like that, but bigger scale.
yeah, for sure. I've just gone to the wrong area.
Like
Oh, there's a-
way bigger scale. Like way bigger scale.
Why am I being asked to verify my settings? Oh, now I've agreed to personalize ads. Now they're going to be giving me all the ads to Belle Delphine. What? Oh, I've said that to the public.
Well,
You and your Belle Delphine.
I mean, I'm not going to talk about our other topic of choice. That's just for the server members. If any of you are interested in hearing what we talk about when we're not online to the internet, yeah, just jump into our Discord. Highly recommend. Especially over the next couple of days, we will be doing an announcement. Hopefully, if our weapon animator, Rico, gets it out, we will have a new release for you in the next few days. Spoiler there. But also, you'll be able to just see some of the goings on, how we interact with everyone.
You've got a question on Twitch, which is, are you dividing it like Fallout 3 the city?
Yes and no. A bit more open plan than Fallout 3, but definitely having areas where you get that feel completely. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out where to start. Let's frame me off a bit. Yeah, let's go over here. Yeah, so that will allow you to, as I said, you get the sense of scale without it being completely like zoned in. Because sometimes with Fallout 3, you'd pop out of a station and it'd be very obvious there's like walled off buildings around you, and then you had to go back down to the next area. So there's a bit of like open worldness, but also some areas which are definitely that style. Right, let's start here because I'm annoying myself. God knows everyone else is probably getting eye issues watching me zip around.
𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 said as
Yeah,
well.
you moved quite a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out where to start. Sorry.
So 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 says, but love this map even though it's still in development.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'll see things are still in development. Like, you might see that, like a crash stingray. They're just markers. Obviously, we're not going to have stingrays and that sort of stuff, so. I'm all nervous. I'm online. I don't know what to do. To be fair, I need to actually start using this motel kit from the 76 set. Anyone worried? It's not ported. It's been remade by a fantastic project called the Reclamationists, who basically go through and remake lots of 76 assets for usage in the Fallout engine. I mean, I hope that's still going to be a valid project after this whole merger thing with Microsoft, because if Microsoft turn around and say that we can start using stuff from 76, that project will unfortunately be blown out of the water. However, it will make our lives a lot easier, because there are so many things from 76 I'd like to use, even just simple stuff like the sofas and the like. Yeah, let's go with that one. Silence is deafening. I promise I will find a building to start off with. Just looking around at the moment.
Personally, I would show stuff instead of building a building.
Well, I mean, this is a level design. I actually want to build. Like, literally all I've done today is sit around in my pajamas, so I actually want to do some work. But yes, I will show off the map, don't worry. I'm going to basically break this up into 3 parts. I'm going to do a little bit of level design, then I'll go around showing the map, and then I will jump in the game. So people can actually see. They'll be able to see all the errors up close and personal. Just to double check, the music is coming out. Kyle's stuff is playing. Is that correct? Because I can't hear it.
I'll check for you.
That is very useful. Thank you. Right, let's go with building similar to that.
It currently isn't.
It currently isn't?
No.
Oh no, we've been sitting in awkward silence. Okie dokie.
Just double check to see if it's running on Spotify.
No, it's not. It's paused. Right. Now?
Yeah.
I'll take one that we can actually hear.
Field rifle. Do we have one?
Do we have a what?
Springfield.
Springfield? That's an American gun.
Yeah, it's now working.
Fantastic. No, we don't have a Springfield. If you mean the Lee Enfield, yes, we have a Lee Enfield. Made by Atlas. Good for us to use. There?
We got a video that's gonna come soon.
What, an update video? Yeah. Yes. So I actually just what's her face? Lemon.
The music's too loud.
Yeah, I've turned the music down. Is it audible now? Is it better?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Fine? Yeah? Good. Sorry about that. I couldn't hear anything either, so you weren't the only people that were deafened. Yeah, I spoke to Lemon Girl, Letitia. Her surname is actually Lemon. Yeah, she got back to me. She's going to get the voice over soon, and then that way we can get our quarterly update video out. And then I've got to do one again before the end of the year. we try and stick to them every quarter. We were originally doing them, I think, monthly, but it's very taxing. And plus, the nature of mod projects is that sometimes you have busy months, sometimes you just don't do anything during a month, really. You know, everyone's got their own lives, especially with COVID. You know, sometimes there's work happening, other times everyone is just panicking and yada yada yada. I mean, I got trapped in Morocco for Christ's sake, so like, not really much I can do there. What about you guys? Have you, like, I know you guys have always been just coming on here, but like, have you been overly affected by the situation?
Yeah.
Not really.
Me neither.
That's why I'm always here. Because can't do anything. Like,
Yeah, I know that.
No friends.
except mountain bike, that's fine because I'm outside and I'm alone, so
Yeah.
that's good. But other than that, yeah, can't really. Don't go to the restaurant anymore. Doesn't. It's like we're kind of trapped.
Did you always go to restaurants?
Every morning.
You went to a restaurant every morning? Do you mean like a cafe?
I mean, like eggs, bacon.
Oh right, yeah, that's
So
a
you
cafe.
went
That's
for breakfast,
yeah. Okay. I was just visions of you sitting there like with a napkin, like mopping your face, like yes, I'll have some more toast, please. I don't know why you'd put on a British accent when you're from Quebec, but yeah. Here's a question for you. Since you're from Quebec, like, we put on accents from like people from around the country. Do you like put on like a fake accent if you're trying to mock someone from mainland Canada? Well, not mainland, but from else, or
Well, not really. I mean, mainland Canada is English to me, and like when I hear someone speaking English, whether except British, they're really weird people.
Thanks.
In general, Canadians and Americans, to me, they sound. It depends where they come from. People from New York, for some reason, I have some problem with their understanding their slang. But generally, I don't know. I don't really mock any accent. So the accent that we mock the most is the French from Paris and the British.
What?
Yes.
For those wondering, DJ is from French Canada, so Quebec. Most of the team is English. We have a couple of people from America, some from Russia. We're actually very, very far spread out, actually. We had one chap from Indonesia as well. Yeah, actually, I think Ali's actually the last Russian standing at the moment. Not because they died, just because that's the way modding projects work. But I miss him because I have a terrible sleeping pattern, so I haven't been able to speak to him for a few days. If you're listening, Ali, I miss you.
Come home, Ali. Your family misses you.
That's weird flex, but okay.
Oh, I don't doubt it. To gaming Sentinel, I don't doubt it because most people have problem to begin with when they want to speak French. It's already funny, but when they want to speak French from where I'm at, oh my god, it's even funnier.
Omelette de fromage. That's literally all the French I can say, and you're probably going to correct what I just said as well. So.
Well, close enough.
Okay. Yeah.
Pronunciation is bad, but the words are the correct one.
Dat Brown asks, is there going to be a group occupying Buckingham Palace?
Yep. They're about 8 foot tall, including the hat. They wear red. You know. Yeah. So the Buckingham Palace is obviously owned by the royals in this. They're not like a major faction, but they do obviously take part in the storyline. It allows people to swerve around because, you know, some people don't want to mess with the monarchy. You know, I know it's a very 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡 thing in England. So yeah, like we've designed it so that you can participate with them as much as you want or as little as you want.
Can I kill them all?
Spoilers. What's the Americans say? Like I plead the fifth. I think is that what they say? Something like that. Oh. But yeah, just had a bit of a lazy day today, really. So that's why I want to do some level designing. Just been sitting around drinking tea all day. I know that's the most cliche thing like ever to hear a British person say, but it is true. There are days where it is like that. Go with that one. Oh, I completely forgot to do the second floor.
I did not open the sea gate today. I know.
Blasphemy.
Everyday
I know
CK.
I'm not gonna be predictive if I do, but I'm setting up a couple ideas in my head that I want to make.
In your head. In your
In
head.
my head.
Yeah.
I'm not a zombie.
Better not continue, otherwise we might get copyright struck.
Yeah, I somehow don't think they were going to copyright strike my voice from that. I don't think it's anywhere close enough.
Never be too sure.
I don't think it's entertaining enough.
No, I'm very sure that was a thing that wouldn't happen. For those unaware, if you do find us on our Discord, be prepared to listen to the same 4 songs on loop that I like listen to when I work. You are managing to escape them now because of copyright strikes, but yeah. Yeah.
And we also cycle through the same 5 memes all day.
Yeah.
Be prepared for that.
Garbage day.
Garbage day.
I swear I'm going mental into it.
Our VCs are very much like a soundboard, where you just press a button
Yeah.
and one of us is
I think
saying
that's just
what
Mobius in general. He's a soundboard. You just
Hey.
view quad. That was not the quad. Default land. Okay, let's get rid of that. So if anyone's wondering what I just did then, you're allowed 4 textures per quadrant, and I'd hit my limit, so I wasn't actually able to paint anything on the floor just then, so I had to sort that out by replacing one. Now I can. Like, as much as hate as this engine gets, I actually love it. Like, it's got a steep learning curve for sure, but when you get into it, I think it's fantastic, and I understand why Bethesda, controversial opinion coming up, I understand why they've actually kept to it for so long. I can only imagine the experience that some of their users actually have. You know, if they've been working for them for like what, 10 years, however long, just like, yeah, they just must be like just whizzing around and doing so much stuff just so quickly.
Well, I mean, they know their engine, that's why they do such good visual...
Storytelling? Is that where you're going?
No, not storytelling.
Oh,
but
okay.
whole, world design.
I mean,
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
They create really good worlds.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have level designers at Bethesda who started using the creation kit like 20 years ago with
In
Morrowind. So,
Oblivion.
yeah, so they're just crazy good.
Yeah. Todd Howard was always just a code monkey, wasn't he? He never delved into level design and
I
such, was he?
doubt that. I think he was always on the higher levels. Like, I bet that he was involved to a certain extent, but I doubt that he did it manually.
What, he did it with his mind?
Yeah, it just works.
It was in his head.
No. Copyright.
Yeah, so we're not. I'll be shocked and appalled if we get pulled because of one of us singing.
Someone.
Yeah,
Okay.
rival team just comes along, just like you are. We can shut them down. Right, cool. Building. Just lower that. What are you up to, Toast? I can hear him just rustling around in the background.
Sorry, I just got back. I had to go to the loo.
But it's been like 20 minutes.
No, I was there for like a good chunk of time, just listening and waiting for like an actual point where I was useful. And then I was like, oh wait, I really need to go to the loo. So I just, pop off and be back in a minute.
Okay. You're aware you just discussed your toilet usage to like numerous people.
Prilla, you just on
It could be worse.
work that you did. Look at the interior. The foundation is not double-sided.
Yeah, see, this is what I wanted to do. Obviously not. Jesus, I'll put it back. Okay, yeah, good point.
I'm back to monitoring your chats.
Or put a floor inside.
Yeah, I'm just
of
going to
it.
put a floor around that corner bit, yeah. Good shout, DJ.
I know my shit.
Oh, you can swear, by the way. We are on a mature audience now.
I didn't even thought about it.
Really good, really good.
Yeah, I couldn't be behaving anymore, like not after last time. I wasn't down with that.
Wanna talk some shit?
It's not an invite.
Wait, I don't. Is the YouTube 18 plus?
I'm gonna stop.
If it's not, I will make it 18 plus 1 minute.
I mean, we only said
Right, then.
shit, so that's fine. That's
You
not an issue.
allowed like, was it 2 F-bombs and 2 S-bombs under PG laws, aren't you?
Oh fuck. Okay, there's our limit.
Yeah.
God damn it, bro.
There's
You're
movies
wasting
that
it for all of us.
There's movies that are PG-13 as well, but they never use it. Like in Harry Potter, where would you put the F-bomb?
I
Oh.
never played We Happy Few, but I wanted to play it, and I heard bad reviews about it.
What? Where did We Happy Few come from? What?
It was on the YouTube comments.
Oh, okay. I was just like, what? Where would I put the swear word in Harry Potter?
Yes, you get 1 F-bomb for PG-13. So where?
I know why. Where?
Where?
Effing cadaver.
It would
In
probably
Harry
be-
Potter? You mean the
It
movie?
would probably be in the scene where they're in the train car and Ron's like, wow. And instead he says the F-bomb.
Just when he sees the scar on his head.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, maybe.
I think it would be when you see the giant bloody snake of like, fuck.
No, I've put it at a really like inopportune moment that makes the whole thing sound like really like different.
You're a wizard,
Okay,
Harry.
me it would
Shit.
be run when you see this vision of Armenian.
Oh yeah.
Fuck!
Oh no, Hagrid. It's got to be Hagrid saying at some point. Just he's just too lovable. So just like when he goes to like show the kids herbology, welcome to the fucking herbology.
Well, no, he said no when he's taking Harry to Hogwarts. He's like, "You're a wizard, Harry," and then Harry would be like, "Shit!" That would change the whole mood of the scene, like that. Because it's like, is he like happy about it, or is he? I don't know.
Or you're a wizard, Harry. I'm a bleep.
Yeah.
I'm a what? You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a wizard? You're a what?
It reminds me
Okay.
of that old-
You need to double check if we're on the 18 plus.
Too late at this point.
Yeah.
Speaking about Harry Potter and swearing, it reminds me of that old video where it's like, "I'm not a wizard, Harry."
Oh, that
just
one,
like
yeah.
two
Oh,
drunk
that was
guys
classic
going back
meme
and forth.
days way back when.
Okay, could we maybe move to more interesting topics now, like 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦? Thanks.
Oh, like I said, there are certain things. You're the reason why we can't have nice things, you know that.
Nice things are so overrated.
Are you
To get back
saying
on-
that Belle Delphine is a thing?
Okay, why?
So it seems with YouTube, as long as it's not monetized, you can mostly say what you want.
Okay.
How much of London is being recreated?
A lot.
Rowan asks.
Okay, so just give me clarification to give that answer. Are we talking borough size or like in terms of detail.
What
And
are
I'll give you
we
the correct answer.
creating? Like whether it's cities or whatever. What parts are we making?
Okay, so we've divided the map up into boroughs, much like how it is in real life, and the various areas will stretch accordingly. So you start off all the way over into the areas of like Westminster and the like, and it will go down into the opposite diagonal corner as far as where Biggin Hill is, which is in the borough of Bromley, which actually stretches as far out into the countryside. In terms of map scale, I wish I had an on-hand image to show. We are trying to keep it as sort of built up as we can, obviously within sort of engine limitations and playability, because there are just areas of London which are just houses, 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 houses. And yeah, sure, we could put them in, but why? Like, you're just going to be running around. Like, how boring is that? So, yeah, like, it definitely stretches out a decent amount. As I said before, the same size as vanilla, pretty much. But yeah, definitely between Westminster to Bromley in terms of like length scale. You can look at that on Google Maps if you want. Obviously, there's game scrunching in certain areas to get rid of some of the generic housing to focus more on the landmarks and the such. But yeah, it'd be a pretty big map. It's yeah, it's full of very different and varying areas. You're not going to have many like, oh, this is the same, this is the same, this is the same.
You've got a follow-up question to that, which is, are football stadiums going to be added?
Unfortunately, like in terms of the football stadiums themselves, the ones that we wanted, they're like in annoying locations. So you've obviously got the Arsenal football stadium, but that's quite far out, and again, there's nothing else around it. We've got football pitches. I think I've got one actually in my site, but not really stadiums per se. I think there's one which is the Oval. There's it there. That's just a small one, like for a school. But yeah, the Oval's probably the one that is the biggest, and I'm not even sure that's even football. I think it's cricket. I don't know. I don't do sport. That's why I do level design.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that's why I'm fat.
I was thinking of saying that, but I was going to give myself some credit. Like, you know.
I'm not an athlete. I'm English.
No, I'm English. We're going to have to put that in the mod somewhere.
Well, obviously, the next thing we can start looking at building as well, which will be after you start things, we can start adding your own Fallout emojis for the chat on Twitch. Which I will.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
I grew just southeast of Blackheath and Greenwich.
You're so Canadian.
Greenwich. Oh my god.
I don't know, man.
What was the
favorite?
Where was it?
Is that covered?
The areas of Blackheath and Greenwich.
Blackheath and Greenwich.
Yes.
Greenwich.
It's Greenwich.
It's a Greenwich.
Yes, I love my Greenwich just after my sandwich.
Yeah, actually, the guy in here, Dan, is actually fixing up the observatory as we. Well, I don't know if he's doing it as we speak, but that is his current task. Oh, you are. Oh, fantastic. I'm just having a moment because I've just poked myself in my eye. That's okay, guys. We're professionals.
Damn adorable idiot.
But yeah.
Rest of the world football.
Hmm?
It's not American. We're
Yeah.
talking soccer.
Yeah. No. It's football. You're like the only place that calls it soccer.
No, I'm not.
But yeah, the borough of Bromley's further down than Greenwich, so yeah, it's definitely covered. So we've got the observatory there, which was done by Dan. We've also got the Naval Academy, which was done by Dan.
It
doesn't.
comes a long list.
Happy birthday to Nick Gur.
Did you just do a birthday?
You fell through it, but dude!
Bruh!
Hey,
Bruh!
Can't say that.
Twitch is deleting us. Twitch is deleting us.
Dude! You need to go on the internet more!
You see, this is the problem with having a team full of boomers. Is a lot of them are pretty out of touch.
Just don't repeat it!
I think Boomer is going very lightly.
Oh. Okay, I think I'll read the comments for a little bit.
Human filth. I hate humans.
They may be old, but the sense of humor is still very good.
Oh my
Juvenile,
lord,
one
I
might say.
can't believe DJ, for shame. For shame.
I'm dying, ignore me.
Oh, I've got tears coming from my eyes now. I can't.
You fell for the oldest trick in the book.
You
The
can
classic
breathe, right?
blunder.
Don't worry, I'm currently snipe editing that off of the recording.
When I say something, then I'm gonna get banned, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, absolutely hilarious.
That-
Nicaragua.
okay, someone wants to know about the Prime Minister, as they don't think it's been mentioned so far.
There's good reasons for that, and we're still not going to mention it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we've purposely not announced that because, like, not only that because we don't want to announce it, but we just, it's one of the roles that need to like hit the spot exactly where it needs to. And so, yeah, like our first rendition that we were going to announce, we weren't too happy with. We've gotten where we want now, but it will be in a subsequent one of the release videos. Again, we do a lot of small little releases. If you come to the Discord, I'm going to keep plugging it because it is the place to be. Also, at some point, Chainsaw, we need to retexture this because this pink is doing my goddamn eyes in.
Chuck it over.
Well, yeah, not right now, but yes, I will do. What a gross colour. Do it in a nice grey, I think. It probably work.
Robert House asks, is the one great faction of the Enclave going to be in here? as
Oh,
some,
was that
spare
seriously
British
a
government?
question?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a troll
Well,
question, presumably.
There will be, as far as my knowledge goes, there is no American Fallout law within Fallout London, aside from
No, nothing.
like maybe a few.
What?
things
Well,
that-
I mean, definitely factions. Like, obviously, we
Yeah.
adhere to any law that relate, but like, yeah, you're not gonna have.
there is no Brotherhood Institute Enclave and
No.
so on.
No, in fact, I think, like in the dawn of the project, there was a mention of the Brotherhood of Steel, but it was meant to be like a crashed vertibird with a crazy dude going on about a toaster, and that was like some little Easter egg type thing. But when people got wind the Brotherhood of Steel were going to be in it, everyone was like, "Oh my god, oh, it's so law breaking!" And it was just like, okay, yeah, we're going to remove that just because you guys can't let us have nice things. So,
Roland said, any vehicles, cabs, tube buses, etc.
pardon? Say that again.
Any cabs, the tube, or London buses.
Well, if you stick around in the stream, you might see.
Oh, any
some
of
the
them?
Tubes and
Yes,
buses.
yes, of course. I can show you now.
You should have kept them in suspense. That's how you get the viewer interaction. You make them
And-
stay longer.
Yeah,
The
and
other
I'll get
thing
them to buy my OnlyFans while I'm at it, shall I?
Yes,
The
obviously.
the other thing as well is, will there be a Ghoul Margaret Thatcher on Twitch?
No. No, no, no.
I don't think I want her anywhere in the Armad.
Fall on London bus, eh? That would be a good understanding.
So,
Robert House says they do need to have the British double-decker buses. Funny, that.
so. London Underground. Choo-choo train. That was done by Power Armor. Then we have... I shall leave it up so you can compare. The London Bus. Double-decker bus. Was done by 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏. That one's going to Hackney, Camden, and where's the Islington one? Islington. There's some other ones there. Different variants. Oh, broken one, more broken one. Again, it's all in there. So like different things on the side. The Miserables rather than Les Miserables, and it's a zombie.
Roland seems to like the old-fashioned buses like when he was a kid.
Again, I always like bringing this up on stream because people always seem to notice it. The person who designed this bus, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗏, bless his soul, he didn't quite realise that there was a placeholder in one of our posters. And so now we have this posted on the side. That was meant to be an example, but now it literally says, always remember, it's 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink. So that is on the side of our bus. Thank you very much for that, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗏. Much appreciated. Brilliant. The London cab is still being worked. We had a version before which we showed off, I think, on our Discord, but we went back and we're in the current progress of re-optimizing it because it was a bit too high poly, so we're getting that sorted out. Speaking of which, I actually need to get in the new bus stops as well. I keep forgetting to do that. Right, that was that house. I can't believe I did that house in like 40 minutes because I'm chatting.
To answer your question, Roland, I think the number was picked at random. I don't think it held any significance.
What, the bus numbers?
His question was it a reference to a certain Fallout game?
Oh yeah, because it's 76, isn't it? No, I asked that when the guy did it. No, no, it's not a reference. We were going to try and keep them as parallel in, but then there's, you know, what, 300 something bus lines, so we're not going to have options for all of them. And plus, where with Games Crunch, certain areas aren't in the game, so obviously you'd be having a bus going to a place that's not related. What we have done is made it so that the buses you see relate to the areas that you're in. So the Camden bus will be found in Camden, the Islington bus in Islington, Hackney in Hackney, so on and so forth.
Roland asks, what game will you be set in?
2237, I believe. I think it fits somewhere in between Fallout 1 and 2. I don't know, 10 pennies a baby, something like that. That sort of age difference between compared to the other ones. Right, let me zip off to somewhere we've not seen.
Marcus asked, will there be references to the state of the rest of Europe?
Yes, for sure. Both. Sorry, go on.
And that asks, is the tube a viable way to travel?
Okay, right, let's go through them. So, yes, Europe in the current state of the European Commonwealth will be shown. You'll see it in various references of everything, even coming down to the weapons. That's why there's some German guns, Austrian guns, French guns. You know, you're not purely going to be playing like only British guns. You know, we've got the whole European feel because that's how Europe works. Why is there a random house in this part? Go away. Yeah, so you'll definitely get to see the European Commonwealth and the aftermath thereof. That's why there's crash planes everywhere, because it's actually going to be like an ongoing battlefield. So historically speaking, you had the wars in the Middle East with the nuking of Tel Aviv. You then had all the battles going on in the European Civil War. Then you had the Great War, so things were pretty wrecked. And the other question was in regards to the London Underground. Certain places, yes, it won't be moving. There's only one train that moves, and I'm not going to say anything because the writing team will kill me. But yeah, there is definitely areas that you can only get to via the London Underground. It also means I don't have to build the area. So yeah. Right, let me save it again. I've zipped around, and I will go off to Camden so that way DJ can show off some of his stuff. Where's a good place to start, DJ?
I think the hole is always a good place.
Was that a euphemism?
Start from the bottom, work your way up.
Start at the...
Coco, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah, like Mornington Crescent, that sort of area, and then you can go up, I suppose.
yeah. Well, you can go up.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh, am I telling them about your area?
Yeah, explore and...
Okay, you just
talk
chime
about
in.
stuff and- yeah, sometime. If you got a question, I'll answer.
Okay.
Camden Director's Commentary Edition.
Right. So this is one of our like interior cells, so to speak. Actually, I'm going to risk crashing my CK on stream by turning up my preferences, so we actually get like a full That's full view. I'll turn up to 15. Go 8 gigabytes of RAM. Go. I believe in you.
You can hear his computer start
I
chugging
don't think
away
it's
now.
a good idea.
I can hear screaming, please end me.
I mean, that's just all the people I have working on Fallout London that are stuck in my basement.
Actually, I'm enjoying this, so fuck you.
If you hear us, send help.
Hi, NSA.
What kind of help? Scotland Yard?
This is where I just get swatted, isn't it, in our first ever stream? Just see the
I can't say where I am. He'll beat me.
yeah, just to see the SAS crawling around the window outside. It's like, oh no.
What's the current state of Ireland in terms of Fallout London?
So Ireland is a special case, as it is much in real life. We have purposely left that ambiguous, thus not to offend. It's not, it's not in either our best interest nor fair if we say one way or the other, because it'll always upset someone. We're not going to say, oh, it all got unified. We're not going to say, oh, it has remained ununified. Everyone on the team might have their own personal opinion about that. That's fine. But we are just going to keep it completely ambiguous. That way, you can come up with your own headcanon if you so feel. As far as we're aware, there is land to the left of England, but there be dragons. So, you can come up with it yourself.
Roland says, I'd love to help, but I have 0 technical ability that could help.
Okay.
We'll see.
No, yeah.
Taught.
Yeah, if you have any ability, any skill set whatsoever, it's always worth checking out our recruitment page and just seeing if there is any ways which you can help. Otherwise, just going around spreading the word, that's very helpful for us. I mean, we can't accept any donations or anything of the sort, so yeah, if you were thinking, oh, I can help in financial ways, then no, just go tell your friends, they'll tell their friends, yada yada yada. If you do look at our recruitment page and you might not have the technical skill set now, have a look, because these projects are ongoing. They always go on for as long as they do. So maybe you might not now, but if you have a goal, maybe you can learn. We don't have the capacity to teach, especially if you have nothing. But yeah, if you can find something that you're good at, maybe that can help us out in the long run.
Roland, the recruitment page is on our website, which is linked on the Twitch but not on YouTube. I will post a link in the chat.
Alright. We are loaded in and laggy. Here we go. So,
Welcome to Fallout London, everything breaks.
yeah, so this is Camden. This is built by DJ, the guy that's in the voice with us. He's put special attention to the realism in his area. Certain areas, as I said before, have been game grants due to the housing. We're trying to just, get through those bits so you can get to the interesting bits. But where Camden is quite an important area, he has tried making it as realistic as possible. I'll just turn on... Oh, it just works, does it, Bethesda? It just works. That's why everything's floating. I'll just turn on the lighting. Let's change the time of day.
Nothing works.
So, as you come up, some of you might realise, remember this, if you've been up to London, this is not a super duper mark. Some of our signages haven't been changed, but you can see the various ones like 𝗏𝗏𝗏. So,
Yeah, that's the Crowndale market.
Crandell Market up here. Over here, Mornington Crescent. You come out this area here, going up to the building which is known as Coco. In real life,
Take it slow because everything is...
Yep, yeah, I know, I'm just turning my camera around so people can see. I'm also going to go through this probably in-game so people can see it all. But yeah, also because of latency, I am aware. So this building here would be Coco. In our world, it retains its older name, which was the Hippodrome, the Camden Hippodrome. But yeah, if you go up to London today, you will recognise that building as Coco. Even the thing that I like that you've done, DJ, is just even like the small buildings like that are around here, just like the pub that's just further along with the overgrownness, you've even put those in. I do generally love going around this area, to be fair.
Dat Brown asks, is it going to be like America with the military collapsing shortly after the nuke?
Ooh. Yes and no to that. I don't know. Will Ranger come and kill me if I say this?
Probably.
Maybe.
When in doubt.
Well, on the project there, I'll get in trouble later. Yes, it does effectively collapse, but something else reforms in it. No, it's not the Enclave or anything like that. But for the longer answer, you'll have to wait and see. But yes, there is a form of military going. Thus, that's where the Tommies come in. Okay. Looking over at Camden, again, you can see the more British architecture with the Tudor-style wood and black panelled housing. They got the British phone boxes. These look fine in game. For some reason, the creation kit they're shiny. Probably due to the glow map.
I'm a big fan of kind of the Tudor-style wooden architecture on the right, Phil.
Pardon? Sorry.
The Tudor-style wooden architecture on the right side.
What about it?
I'm just a big fan of it.
Yeah, you did a good job. It's very good.
There's a lot of small pieces in there that are like I fell on them on Hazard. I could say. Like I saw that piece, I was like, "Hey, that's a floor molding, but it has the right shape. Let's change the color and put it there, and put 4 of them, and okay, there we go. I got my logo."
This is a nod to an actual disaster that happened during the Blitz. Whereabouts was it, Chainsaw? I forget. Do you remember?
I've forgotten as well, sorry.
Basically, the double-decker was going along, ground opens up due to a bomb, goes straight down and crashes into London Underground.
Robert House, if you look on our website, you'll see all of the main factions that will be in the game. The website, factions tab.
Go on in. I'm struggling in. This is so much easier in game. Oh, I'll just click, I just won't save. You see the London Underground down here? They're all lovely, nice effects and stuff, but you'll see that when I pop in game. Is there a way? Can I turn on the FX here? Yeah, so you can see in them slightly, but this is obviously no way incomparable to what you'll see in game. And you'll see this when our new update video comes out as well.
Dat Brown says, further, just broadly, was the UK government as corrupt as the American government in the first?
Spoilers!
He's answering the question.
No one could be that corrupt.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything, they get less corrupt.
You absolute nincompoop.
So you'll notice on our right, this is the Camden London Underground station. You can notice the red bricks, much the same as they have in real life. The oxblood tiles, I believe they're called. Again, made by 𝗟𝗡𝗞𝗦. Some of the signage done by Chainsaw on the left. We're completely serious with our signage, as you can see, such as the Minky restaurant, where you can try the famous cream of some young guy. Toast's favourite.
Oh, dear fuck. There we go, I've used enough of your bucks.
Any World War I references?
World War One. I mean, that's very far off the timescale. I mean, it's 100 years ago from today. You're looking at, was it 20? Yeah, that's very old. You know, there might be the old poster, perhaps, where you get the homage to, you know, Kitchener or the like. But yeah, we try and keep things a bit more current. You know, the Tommy for sure. But you know, what? Sorry.
If we were going to add the World War I pieces into Fallout London, it would have to, well, it would be roughly a 300-year difference. It's a bit far.
Yeah. Camden High Street with its many shops. We haven't got some of the assets in yet that we need, just because we've been focused on getting more street assets in, but like the big boots and the like that you find there, because this area is owned by the punks, as you'd find in real life if you were to go along this area. If you see a strange looking man on the London Underground, you'll be guaranteed he is getting off at this station. Coming up here, this is under progress at the moment. This is the Camden Lock, which was... You've removed this around like a couple of times just to try and get it as close as you can, but yeah, it's getting pretty
That
dead on.
area gave me quite a headache.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, I was stalling, I was looking at it and how am I gonna make that?
See, riverboats. What was this building? This was the old TV station or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's with the antenna, it's a TV station, but right next to the antenna, it's a brewery.
Brewery, yeah, okay. Some of the larger, more modern housing blocks which overlook the river. And where's the lock? The famous Camden Lock, actually itself.
I didn't build it yet, but it will be there. It's a little further down the canal.
That's creaking.
What are you referring to?
BBC. That's the TV station.
Ah,
with
yes,
the
yeah,
eggs, right?
This is sort of here, isn't it?
I didn't build it yet.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It's right.
Yeah.
You see all where it's supposed
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be.
I know. I can see it there. Yeah.
David J below says this looks really cool and slightly uncanny, like it's Fallout, but it's not.
Thank you. Yeah, especially DJ's area. He's definitely gone above and beyond. Like, I think originally, like, we were just going to put in like a flat river all the way through here, but you'll see it better when I jump in game. But you can actually see he's actually put the effort in to put the full stepped lock, where it's like leaking through and stuff, because it is a tiered lock in the real. This is the it's just zipped off. The building kit, the sewer kit. It's in here, isn't it?
Yep.
It's our new sewer kit. This put in by Dan Carmine. Or using vanilla textures. Don't worry, DJ, I'm not going to save it. So it
I
fits.
didn't change it. It's
Yeah.
as it is.
Yeah, but I mean, this all fits in seamlessly. You can see with the matching textures on the outside, so it can be whatever we want, and it will fit in seamlessly. I think I'll put it back to the same one anyway. Ah, yes. The PLP50 equivalent. Some of you might have seen Jeremy Clarkson driving around with that, but that's what it looks like. Little beep beep, little peel. Can literally be carried with one hand. Tiny little vehicle.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's got no reverse. How do you think you turn it around?
You just get up and turn it round. I mean, the PLP50 is a real car, but this is the PLP something. I forget what we've called it.
Kind of looks like a reverse Reliant Robin with the wheel
Yeah.
at the back.
Yeah, I mean, we actually had this issue because one of the first vehicles we were like, right, we're going to have the Reliant Robin. It's got 3 wheels. How awesome. And then we went through a series of putting in various different vehicles that all had 3 wheels. And it sort of became like, Jesus, it's like we've not managed to evolve to 4 wheels. So our Reliant Robin is, if it's going to be the one that we've got, it's going to be the one with 4 wheels. So it's actually like a slight nod. We've also got a lot of central driven cars as well. This one again by Edge UK. Fantastic vehicle designer, to be fair. Love his stuff. Little hobo man. Doing a little trader shop. And yeah, you see the different things. We've got quite a few assets, to be fair. Obviously, you've got the new street lamps, you've got your traffic lights, road signage, just everything to try and get the feel of London that's needed. So I'm going to have to completely reload this, aren't I? Otherwise you're going to be like, oh, everything's broken. I wonder if I can get my... Let's open up on Steam.
I still am a big fan of the way the bus kind of falls into the underground.
Well, yeah, could you imagine like seeing that in real life when that actually happened? Just like a double-decker bus just being swallowed by the earth.
It would honestly, because even just once you're in games, the sense of scale of that is just quite harrowing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is something that I can't get my head over. Like, whenever I watch like war films and the like, and you see like this huge ship just like sinking and stuff, like you think you look at it and go, "Oh, that looks cool," but like I've been on big ships. What was that?
You lack a sense of scale in movies and stuff as well.
Yeah, because like I've been on like big ships before, and you look around, you think it's ginormous. Like, how can this like fall over or sink, or like you look at buildings falling down, like buildings are solid, right? And then you like see these things, like wow, that must have been a thing to see.
When I was playing Fallout 4 VR and seeing the sheer scale of Fallout 4,
yeah,
it really like the size of power armor alone. And when you step into it in VR, it's like, oh, okay, I'm actually really tall now, like really tall.
Right.
That Brown, all of my questions are spoilers.
I mean, it does happen. It does happen. Right. Okay. Bear with me. I'm going to jump in the game so I can show this off. Okay, save changes. Black and start. No. So bear with me in case it all
goes down the
Yep.
drain.
I like Crash Bandicoot. Everyone watching. Here we go. I'm going to need to stop the sound though. What?
Sorry, it's just
the
your
music-
theme, then Discord, then.
Yeah. Right.
What?
Oh, it's okay. I was gonna say the music of the game is gonna play at the same time.
No. Yeah, just making sure. Are we on? Is it all working?
Give it a second. You may have to run it in window mode again like last time, but no, it's
Oh,
working.
it's working.
Good. Okay, good.
Why is he using Windows 7, by the way?
It's someone just asked
Tell
that.
him!
Yeah.
Tell him!
Okay. All right. So
What is going on?
I like. I don't like spending money, so my PC is quite old. Back in the days of Windows 7, it then had an issue, so I had to get a new power supply and a new graphics card. So my PC runs Windows 7 as an operating system with a top-end graphics card with 8 GB of RAM.
So
But-
your motto is long live Windows 7, you are all fools, it's stable and wonderful.
I mean, like, jokes aside though, it actually really helps with the project, because if I had a supercomputer like some of the other guys on the team, and we built it so that it runs great on our supercomputers, and then we upload it, then those of you that do have potatoes aren't going to be able to get the same experience. By me having a PC that can actually run graphically, but doesn't have like the hardware really needed to keep up to date with everything else that's going on, if it like doesn't lag on mine, then it's going to be fantastic for you guys who've invested money into your systems. But, you know, not the other way around. Basically, I'm just trying to justify the fact that I have Windows 7. There we go. Yeah. I think I did a good job justifying it.
Jay, who joined recently.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. So good.
Jay, who joined the chat recently, says, "Is this mod mainly central London?"
Yes and no. I know that's not really a decent answer. Yes, central London, but it does go to the outskirts of, so like Croydon, Bromley, Richmond, more south outskirts rather than the north outskirts. Richmond is compressed into it. We don't obviously go all the way down to Richmond. Richmond's like pushed up right next to Battersea.
Do we get to go see the Greenwich?
No, you do not get to see the Greenwich.
I don't
To see
even-
the Greenwich. You have to go to Oz.
I don't understand why you guys say it
Because it's Greenwich.
when it's written a way that doesn't make sense with the sound you make.
Welcome to the English language. my boy.
That's so British. I mean,
Since an English doesn't really match up, get used
Oh,
to it.
of course, I've loaded in with the perfect British weather to show off your area. To clarify anyone, if you're wondering why buildings are popping in, I haven't generated the LOD in this section. I've generated the LOD in the main section, however it hasn't been updated, so you're going to find in the main section that I go to after this, there will be certain buildings just like with holes in or not popping up, etc., because it's not currently updated. Here, there'll just be like a blank walls and it will slowly filter in, but that's because
No LOD, look how they mess with my boy.
You've got two questions.
Go for
The
it.
first one is is the London Eye still in, and has it fallen into the Thames?
Maybe. That's the best you're gonna
It's
get.
there.
It's there. Yeah, I'll answer that one. It's there.
And the other one is again a reasonably new joiner, but it's probably also a spoiler. Is Greenwich still alive?
That one you should be able to see if you view our update post. The last update video, I believe, answers that, if not the one before. Oh yeah, if you can hear the music in game, I don't know if that's a thing, that's the music done by Kyle. Is it too loud, or do I need to turn it down? Can you hear the music in game?
It's a little bit loud.
A little bit loud?
Time it up.
There?
Between Kendra?
Still loud stuff.
Still loud? Shocking.
Yeah. Turn the music down.
I have. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm doing it the master online, so I turn the music. Oh, I see there was a question by the original Marvel fan. My week has been great. I don't think I've left my pajamas. So yeah, so sorry, there's the red brick, as you can see. The London Underground. Remade by myself. Cuts out the ones that aren't in, so that is actually an accurate map to the map.
That is a very pristine bicycle stand.
It's just because it hasn't been retextured, I believe. Don't forget, this is a work in progress, which I need to remind people. For example, even these have been changed, because these were put on top of the disgusting railroad ones, which have terrible normal maps from vanilla game. So there will be no entry signs eventually.
Get your books.
Pardon?
Just the sign that says books.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see in the background the buildings are popping in because I don't have the LOD. But yeah, so you can see the sort of the Camden lock in its glory.
How radioactive is the water?
You won't want to be going swimming in it. I've got God mode on, so I'm not taking any rads, but yeah, you do not want to be going in it.
Unless you've got some kind of radiation suit.
Where are you going to get one of those from? I'm not going to show over there because that bit's being built.
oh, it doesn't matter if you want to show parts that are being built.
Yeah, but I realised that I went straight down here and I didn't show you the my favourite bit of your area. I haven't gone back and shown it. I'll take another route round so you don't have to see it the same way.
What favorite? Oh, yeah, you can go down the street on the right if you want. Right there.
But, yeah, I'm just going to put it down here. Oh, what you mean the walkway that leads down?
Yeah.
Yeah, where was that?
Well, no, you passed it. You passed it.
Okay.
You can keep on going and go by the street and the bridge if you want.
If any of you are wondering why there are these really Larry colours on the building, welcome to Camden. That's actually a thing.
It is a very colourful neighbourhood. Someone else.
What? Someone else what?
James already answered it in the chat.
Okay.
On your left, there's a gate that you can go down the road if you need to. The stairs.
The MNH, the Ministry of National Health, because the NHS is owned by a corporation, apparently, so we can't use that name. Where'd go down the left? Ah, yes. Obviously, there's no one running around yet. Why would you add in NPCs until the area is finished? Some of you might also notice that the areas are a lot more overgrown, and that's intentional, because if you actually go to any places that were irradiated, they are, or should be, overgrown. It also just fits with the aesthetic of a very wet England, rather than a very dry Mojave.
What percentage of the time do you reckon it will be raining in the mod?
I don't know, actually. I haven't decided. There will be our own weather systems all sorted out, but yes, yeah. Don't worry, we do know it rains in England, but not as much as everyone thinks, but yes, we will pander to the people that think it rains 24/7.
Sean says, I hope the chambers in the House of Parliament are just filled with bickering skeletons.
Well, it's with bickering people, not necessarily skeletons.
Foils.
Ranger's gonna kill me. He'll be like, what are you telling all our secrets for?
He'll appear in chat in about like 5 minutes.
They were like, I heard you saying things. So yeah, just little signs and that, like the God, I've not been in a car in so long. What was that one? It was priority other direction. Now this is embarrassing. I'm slightly lost. Oh no, this is the main street, isn't it? Yes, it's down here. The advantage of working in a team is definitely when people put in work and then I run around and actually get lost because it's an area that I've completely not seen and the like. It is one of my favourite things about working with a team. London Underground.
We build a lot of it. Like, for example, what is walking around, there's a lot of that I built from pieces, like you would a little bit like you would in game. Like, okay, it's not the same pieces, but like there's a lot of buildings that are built that way on the spot. There's also buildings that are created by other people out of the game or in game.
Do I do Hackney or go to Islington? Let's go to Islington. Oh no, I can't remember any of my codes for Hackney, so we'll go to Islington. Crypt on the Green. It's not Crypt, it's Church, isn't it? Oh, it's Crypt. Oh, you remembered! Gold star.
Question: how is electricity still running?
I will remember something.
Because people live here.
Yes, people live here. Yes, it begs the question, how is there electricity that goes around England? And that is because during the resource wars, everyone's running out of resources. Doesn't necessarily mean oil and the like. So it would have meant that England would have had to have adapted to something else. One of the things they adapted to was the underground gas supplies that are found in England, which currently we're going through many scandals due to fracking. This we can elaborate on in the game, which is why there is a huge fracking disaster which has happened in one of the areas, which I will not show in this video. But But yes, so there are many gas reserves dotted around. When you see various atomic cars and the like, these are placeholders for our own vehicles. You'll see some of our own vehicles dotted around, but specifically the ones which are just from the base game. Obviously, England didn't have that technology, so that won't be found. Yeah, I mean these are just placeholder ones for now. But these smaller areas are all operated by various different gangs. The one I was just in, which was Camden, as I said, was by the punks. This one is by the skinheads, which go by the name Miller's Men. And there are normal people that live here under gang life. You know, not everyone is going to be a hostile gang member. Some people just happen to be living in the areas where all the crazes are outside, much like in real life. Nice and overgrown.
Our timeline is younger than Fallout 4 and Fallout.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
3?
it comes in
3.
about.
So, like, think about it this way: if you're okay with the way it looks in Fallout 4, Fallout 3, and New Vegas, then yeah, it's even younger in our version.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, ours fits in between 1 and 2. So yeah, if they've got lights working everywhere in Fallout 4, well then yeah, this is, what, 50 to 70 years or whatever before that, so... Yeah. Again, there's no LOD in this area, that's why as I walk along, things will be popping in. I just haven't generated it. I haven't generated it! I'm sorry, Poppy.
Prepare your butthole.
Imagine whenever a building piece popped in with an LOD, you would hear them.
No,
my God.
that'd be horrible.
Yeah,
Like,
just endless popping noises.
I love that model, to be fair.
Yeah.
I think he's done a really good job there.
Oh, you put the doors
Yes.
Yeah. Why is there a train in the river? I want to take a bath.
because there's a track.
Yeah, that's the track. That's not a river. It's a track.
A lot of the underground is actually goes above ground,
Yep.
or is exposed to the air.
Well, that train sure lost all the traction.
Mm-hmm. Some might say it derailed.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry. You never are. You haven't been sorry since you said that you were born.
No, that's true.
I think what a lot of people don't keep forgetting is that fusion energy exists in the Fallout universe, and that can last hundreds of years. So I think that explains why most of the things are still powered during the current time in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that fusion exists in other countries, but only USA had a real expanded fusion system. Any kind of like Germany, UK, or China had a very limited fusion, and America really got it really far.
Yeah. Why is that shiny? Oh, it's because of the well.
What is the story resolved around, or will it be revealed at a later date?
Yeah, I'm not going to be saying what the story revolves around. That's just pure spoiler, unfortunately.
It's easy. The story revolves around London.
Correct. It does. It revolves around London. I
The
remember
other one
that.
is this mod. The other one is this mod feels so much more real now that we see the environments and the work that's put in. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, like we tried showing a bit of it in our last video, but this is why we decided to start doing streams. Like, people can always jump in. Like, we're forever working in Discord, but like when they see me walking around in Discord, it's always laggy and stuff like that. So this is why we decided to set things up properly.
On Twitch, you've got the trees growing out the roads, a nice touch.
Yes, I mean that was actually based off some of my own photos that me and Wolfie had a conversation about, because I've been to Chernobyl and Pripyat, and one of the things that we noticed there when we were looking through some of my photos were that the trees in Pripyat were growing from the top of rooftops, out of the roads, everywhere. So we weren't just going to be like, oh, let's slap on some vines. Like, we wanted to make it actually as an irradiated place would be. You know, nature goes a bit crazy when it's irradiated and it starts sprouting up through everywhere. So yeah, that's why we've got literally areas being reclaimed. If you notice, compared to the areas that the one that DJ did in Camden was much less overgrown, and that's because it's much more maintained, because it is actually a civilization that's trying to form inside Camden. This area is a bit more overgrown because the gang here doesn't really care. They're just interested in sort of raiding people and the like. And I'll go to Biggin Hill afterwards, where you'll see what the areas look like when they have been fully reclaimed. It's very, very different. And we hope that one of the things that we can show is that sort of the way that nature sort of can reclaim the land and the like. And like the busier places are, the more humans are there, the less likely that is to happen. So we definitely hope that we can convey that, and that you'll see that when the game comes out.
Look, the ground collapsed.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find where the Angel tube station is, but I'm completely lost.
I was running away from you.
I thought you were searching for, you know, that dead end where you got the irradiated.
Yeah, that place.
Water.
I've just gone the wrong way. See, I'm going to enjoy playing this at the very least, if no one else does, because I've run around this place numerous times and I still get lost. So even by the end of it, after we've done all the missions and like, I'm still going to be running around going, where do I go?
Crusty Communist asks, how often will you be doing streams?
What was his name?
Crusty Communist.
Oh, okay. As and when, I don't want to put down a solid promise. We tend to do an event that we call Can You Guess What It Is Yet? Which is where we announce something every Monday. I've been tempted to also do the streams on the Monday as well. This one being the exception. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow, although I doubt it, because as I'm running around an area that I've seen, it means I'm not working. So that's the issue, is the more streams I do where I'm just sort of showing the world building, is the less time I actually have making it. Because again, this was meant to be me showing you, oh, this is how we build things, but now I'm again showing what it's like in game. Oh yeah, this is where I need the weather code, because we've not put it in.
I've got two more questions. One will be, will there be a Sherlock Holmes kind of quest? And will there be a BBC television centre in-game?
Yes, there will be. There's a character who's nicknamed Mycroft, which is the sort of the Sherlock Holmes compadre. I was going to say companion, but then everyone will be like, oh, a companion? But it's not. And the other question has just escaped me. What was it?
Will be television centre.
Oh yes, the BBM, the British Broadcast Ministry. So yes, there will be. We actually showed the BBC, the BBM tower. We showed the BBM tower the other day in one of our Monday. Can you guess what it is yet? Oh no, sorry. False weather.
How can they join in with the? How will they guess what it is yet?
Go on the Discord, and every Monday at random times of the day we'll give everyone the chance to vote, and basically I will put up an announcement. You'll be able to just vote. If you win, you'll be able to get some sneak peeks of development access. Weather, just finding the weather codes because I just typed in the wrong one.
Someone says, will you be releasing the police helmet custodian as a standalone download? Sorry, I know it's obscure, but I've been wanting the helmet.
Yes, I probably even know who this person is, because if it's the same person, they asked probably last year, and we had it ready, and then it never got sent to me, and then the person left the project. Not through any bad means, just apparently he had been on all the projects so far that exist in the Fallout 4 engine, and had never handed in any work to any of them. So that was one of the casualties of that.
He also says, looks really great, guys, keep it up.
Thanks. But yes, when we get there, we actually had it planned to already be out, as I said. So when we get around to getting that fully sorted out, we will get it out for sure, 100% for you. Right, there you go. There's my weather code back.
Dan Brown asks, is the HMS Belfast still floating around? I think the answer is yes and no.
I feel sorry, all these questions are yes and no.
Oh, is it still floating?
I mean, yes and no. It's included in the mod for sure, but its condition, I mean, it won't be a spoiler because you'll see it, but yes, it's technically floating, but it won't be going anywhere, and that's because it didn't exactly win its fight against Dan's U-boat. The Das Boot. Let's go in foods. I think there's some of our stuff in here.
If I only had a bobby
Oh, I haven't got a bobby pin. Fucking. Let's go in there. I hate the. Yeah, we don't have a voice protagonist, just so you won't be walking around London with some guy going, I haven't got a bobby pin. So, yeah. Maybe there's a bobby pin in here.
What was the comment that I think it was like Todd Howard got when someone sent him a box of bobby pins with a letter attached saying 𝗙𝗎𝗡𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
cabs. Wasn't that a thing?
You can click the door and.
Yeah, I know, and type unlock. I was trying to be immersive, DJ.
Oh, you got bobby pins. Go on, be immersive.
I got bobby pins. Now everyone gets to see how terrible I am at this.
The stream has said the lag is increasing a bit. They can see.
Pardon, sorry?
There will not be power armor, but I think there will be an armor.
There will be, I don't want to say an equivalent because that might get people's expectations up. There will be a form of thing that you can run around in. In terms of power armor itself, the American style power armor that people are aware of will be in, but not obtainable by the player in any way, shape or form. Nor will the game be balanced around it. So if you spawn it or somehow manage to get it, you're just ruining your own experience.
What kind of question is this?
Is it the one that just says Chinese filtration? Question mark.
Bond's baked beans.
Britain isn't at war with China.
Sardines.
So I doubt there's any Chinese infiltration.
Then if you've seen Only Fools and Horses, there's a nod for you. Peckham Spring Water.
Ted Wonder says, I can't wait to play this mod.
It's still called 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗏 because we haven't renamed it, but there's a story which I think I told some of the people that saw the stream last time about the 𝗟𝗡𝗏𝗧 washing detergent. As a placeholder, when I don't know the name of something, I always use XYZ. Now, the person who joined our team, who has since become our head of 2D, joined after everyone got used to me using XYZ. He honestly thought that I wanted the washing detergent called XYZ, and this has now become a thing.
A thing.
Yeah, so here we have XYZ washing detergent because it's on all of the posters as well. So there we go. KV
Someone
Tips,
asked
named after KV rather than PG Tips.
Somebody asked if there'll be any Warhammer reference.
Yes, there is.
Poleaxe.
Yeah, this is a food shop, isn't it? I'm not going to find it in here.
Someone also asks, is there any folklore monsters you considered adding?
folklore monsters. I mean, does the Womble count? We have Wombles.
Yeah, I guess that is
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
If you've never actually seen them, they are quite monstrous. Like, if a Womble comes up to me on the street with a knife and asks me for my money, I'm going to give the Womble the money.
So this is our version, poleaxe. Oh, did it have to land that way? You know what?
Also,
I'm just gonna pick it up and put it in my inventory.
somebody also said, I'm guessing since this is London, there isn't going to be guns everywhere. Is there more of a melee combat focus?
There's both. There will be guns, but ammunition will be rarer. So you want to choose your shots. We're taking more homage to the original games rather than the sort of Fallout 4 FPS. So here we go. Poleaxe with our artwork on the front. In the, what does it say on the side?
Because you said something about Warhammer, now you've got Blood to the Blood God enchant, Skull to the Skull Throne.
It says something on there like, in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only board games, something like that. And rather than the Inquisition symbol, we've got the Spanish Inquisition in the top left. And obviously in the middle, rather than the Warhammer eagle, we have the Third Reich eagle. We don't support the Third Reich, obviously. However, they're the only people who aren't going to give us a copyright strike because they're not around anymore for good reason. So
We've just been raided on Twitch, by the way.
At the same time on Twitch, we got a question that is worth answering. Will London have its own Pip-Boy map similar to Alpha Arbor and Nuka World do? It's
yes.
Even more than that, Fallout London will have its own Pip-Boy to begin with a little bit. Are we still going with the thing that looks a little bit more like Metro?
Yes, yeah, it's got like it's more of a journal, so you'll actually be able to look through it with paper and the like. The reason why I'm not using it right now is because we're about 95% completion on it. The problem at the moment is we can't get the fast travel cursor to work. When we get that fixed out, we'll actually be able to show it off in a video. But yes, so a little bit of Metro, because obviously Pip-Boys, like the one on the screen now, whenever you guys see it with your latency issues, that is obviously for America. Just realised vehicle there on screen is by 𝗟𝗡𝗚𝗏90.
Can we live inside the buildings? There will be a dedicated player space. Not settlements, but like old school houses. As for settlement, I think we got some places to build.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
Settlements that I can just remember off the top of my head. We have the Biggin Hill Airport, Covent Garden, and there's one outside Parliament, I believe. Leather bag, typewriters. You'd be surprised how many things we have to get that are completely different from just the base game. In the corner, lovely jar of Warmite. Completely not Marmite, but Warmite. Oh, Cherry Bakewells by Mr. 𝗙𝗟𝗡𝗗𝗢𝗄. 𝗙𝗟𝗡 is a modding friend of ours who's doing the Age of Airship 2 mod. He has helped us with many buildings. His mod is fantastic. I highly recommend checking him out. He's got everything from driving vehicles, he's got like World War II battles, flying planes. The stuff he's done all by himself is absolutely fantastic. So there's our little plug to him. So yeah, this whole room I think is new assets. So you've got like the globes, piano, unfortunately not playable, as it says on screen, the Victorian two-seater. What are they called? Gramophones, safes, you name it.
That's
We got it.
something I want so bad before. I want the 76 instruments transferred over. I want to have my set.
I mean, I believe the Fried Turkey released a mod, actually, with a bunch of his own instruments on. I guess we'll have to wait and see what the merger opens up for us. Because if we're allowed to just transfer over, like, within the IP, I mean, hell, we could even put Skyrim stuff in if they allowed that. But, you know, we have to just wait and
that's
see what
great.
comes out. I'm assuming nothing,
You
but that would be
having
great if it does.
ports.
Milk. Everyone likes milk.
Milk.
Oh yeah, new fridge as well.
Is that the kitchen straight out of Sanctuary?
Oh, I fell. Pardon?
Is this the kitchen design straight from Sanctuary?
Well, it's the one that's in the vanilla game. Yeah, I know. But
Except for the fridge.
Yeah, true.
can this weather stay? Not just can't be asked to put in the other commands. So this area will be full of tunnel cough. I'm purposely not going to go into more details about that, but yeah, you don't want to be hanging around here. It's full of bad things.
Oh, look, green smog.
Yeah, the green smog will kick in when you come into this area and stay. It's only because I've not set it up because I didn't expect to be walking around. Everyone makes me. Oh yeah,
You should crawl
trademark
around.
meat skeleton on the floor. Nice. I just try not to set off any of the spoilery stuff.
All the
Oh
landmarks.
no, I do it anyway. Oh shit, shit. All right.
I'm not going to set it off, and then you set it off. Great.
I knew
work.
that. I see. This is the thing. I
Great
just
work.
I forget where they are because this isn't my area that I work on. So like every time I come in here, he's added in
I have
something
a
new and
supreme-
scary.
I have a big advice for you.
Mm.
Don't mention something you're not supposed to do. Then you actually might avoid doing it.
This will be a different model. Don't worry.
You're adorable.
Oh yeah, this is one of the areas which we showed off, like the plague area with all the dead people around. And in here, now, I'm going to see if I can master my parkour, because I failed when I did this on stream last time. Ah, I did it! Haha, parkour.
Damn it.
There you go.
I'm so disappointed.
Lots of burnt skellies in there. So you can see that, like, in certain areas of London, there's just considerably more destruction and decay going on. I don't think I have a gun on me to get in here.
Someone says on Twitch chat, I actually just installed the M72 Gauze rifle for my game, and I adore it.
Thanks. Yeah, that was one of our first releases. Totally going to show you the new one that we have coming out. Someone else is bringing out his own version with his own animations on it, but our official one with our animations, will be coming out, I believe, after. So if you want to support us, get our one, otherwise get his. Either way, it's a fantastic model.
Donate.
Again, this is work in progress. That's why we've not released it yet. Oh,
Someone
I
asked
need ammo.
Someone's asking about what about the M16?
M16?
Yeah.
MI6 building.
Ah,
I was just like,
As I
what?
said, the MI6 HQ is being built.
Behold, viewers, the
Yes, it's
lovely
being built.
Brengan.
F166B. Why you know indoors?
the person who did the same comment about installing M72 says that's nice.
I just realised that was meant to be a spoiler. Okay, I hope everyone forgets that. I swear that like the whole team is going to watch this afterwards and just being like, well, he's ruined that surprise and that surprise. Whatever.
Don't worry, I'll just
Well,
go
at
through
least,
it.
at least you're not recording it.
I am recording it.
Oh,
I'm gonna
well,
go
stop
through it.
showing.
That's why I'm going to go through and edit it.
My God.
Yeah, especially when you gave your birthday shout out. That's being removed.
Oh yeah,
That's already.
I didn't get it for so long until Chainsaw sent me a message and said, "Yo, oh, okay." Hey, what can a French do, you know?
Yeah, true. Bromley and Biggin Hill.
Will there be metro-like towns or settlements in the underground station?
Yes. Yes, there will. Sorry, let's go Bromley. Bromley's work in progress, but Biggin Hill is, I think we showed that.
Oh, God, we've answered that same question a couple of times on the stream. If you go to the website, we've got an FAQ, and you can see all those short answers to that.
Yeah. Get told.
he doesn't know, he just joined. I was trying to be pleasant.
Yeah, get told. So rude. Band-aids.
Okay. Just why'd you do this weather commands? Oh, it's the time of day. Set game hour to, let's do 9 o'clock. We actually get some daylight then. Turn my EMB off. Don't want EMBs. Help, Tommy, 4.
Probably.
Someone said, will they get shanked if they don't have a package signal on them?
Probably.
Yes, I can actually show off our cigarette mod that we have as well. So we're going for E1337. E. No, 2 1 3 33 7 07 2 E953.
Oh, so you go
So-
for the fully 10.
Yeah, it's just because he's not got the weight.
Oh, it's a he.
Yeah,
okay.
heat.
This is an interesting question. Someone asked, will there be any horrifying musicals involving mutant humanoids in the West End?
That's a very specific
I know,
question.
right?
Like, okay.
Mutant humanoid felines.
Oh, yeah, sorry. There we go.
Oh, in terms of cats. Sorry, shall I pander to the Nexus audience and play as a female? There we go. Right, here we go. Off we go. Da, 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 da.
What?
I feel like the commander's sex change.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, the image is way more stable when you're in third person for the other.
No, it's because I had the it's because I had the Bren, because it wasn't set up. It was trying to work out what it was trying to do, because it doesn't like you moving in third person.
Okay.
So that's why. And
Yeah.
plus, don't forget that we've not done any of the previs or pre-combines in this area. So this is me running on my little 8 gig stick.
Yeah, I know, but the reason I'm saying that is because when you're in first person, you got 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and when you're in third person, the camera doesn't have 𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Alright.
So, like, it's more stable.
Yeah.
Can we just start an OnlyFans called Give Pro Dog 8 gigs?
That sounds really weird. Did you realize what you just said? Or?
I've just realised. Yeah.
Are you still on DDR3?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
He is.
Probably, yeah.
So if any of you've been to
So
Bromley, just down here, you've got the really ugly building which is Bromley College. The main campus of Bromley College. Oh, that's a nice seam on the floor. Well done me. Yeah, let's ignore that. So people sometimes ask us about vaults. Are there any vaults in Fallout London? The closest thing to a vault is Pindar, which was the governmental assurance plans that they could continue operating in the case of nuclear war. And they basically built like these really crap bunkers all around the country. So buildings like this, just like your generic bunker, that's as close as you'll get to a vault. You won't have any better living underground, don't worry. Despite I'm running around in a Vault 111 jumpsuit, just because it's the default character. Welcome to Biggin Hill. This is an area which is considerably more overgrown and pretty much just completely reclaimed by nature. So
The favourite tree of the game as well.
yeah. The further out from London, like central London you go, the more reclaimed the whole land is. And swamped and blah 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 blah, all the various things. This area looks pretty much bang on. It's obviously been games crunched in certain bits, but like the main features are pretty bang on to what it's like in real life.
It's a lovely area, to be fair.
Thanks, I did it myself, Mom.
Finally.
You sounded so completely desperate there.
Yeah. Notice me, senpai, notice me.
Sure, Northridge asks, are the Churchill war bunkers still about?
Yep. Yes, they are. We even got the floor plans of the entire place, so that's going to be built pretty much as is as well. Can't get much more accurate. Like they've got perfect like layouts and stuff, so we'll be able to yeah, just get it pretty bang on there.
To be fair, it's good it's all public now, because I think I went there a couple of years ago. It's basically just like a massive museum at the moment.
Yes. Pandering, Predator. Oh yeah, if any of you notice that there's some things floating around in the air now and again, that's because I have a habit when I build and I come across something that I like, I decide to store it up in the air. Much to the dismay of all the other level designers who are trying to do an area and they're like, oh, there's floating buildings. Fantastic.
I told them to put them under the map, but he doesn't.
No, I'm just used to it.
That's it.
Okay? You're stubborn, I'm stubborn, we're all boomers, we're all set in our ways. See, like that. Like.
Yeah, we are all disgusting humans.
Someone, what's called, Sean says, I assume 10 Downing Street is about.
Yes. I'm purposely not going through Westminster on this one, because otherwise there'd be no reason to watch any of the other streams. So that's why I'm purposely dodging it. Let's go to Greenwich. But someone asked about Greenwich, so I suppose I might as well show it off.
Oh no.
Greenwich?
Yes, Greenwich. Greenwich.
Greenwich, you got
Greenwich.
Greenwich.
Greenwich?
Grown itch.
Grown itch.
I almost spat out my tea. Greenwich.
itch.
Oh! Go. I'm gonna lose my voice.
What are we doing for duration?
You're about to hit the 2-hour mark.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably wrap it up 2.5. I think 2.5 hours is probably quite solid, I'd say. Let's just make that weather command is on still.
We could do a rapid fire Q&A in the last 10 minutes if you want.
Well, people can do that now.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm here. I'm just walking around an area. This is Greenwich.
You're not here. I'm here. You're there.
I don't know if the person's still here who was asking if Greenwich is here, but yeah, Greenwich is still here. You can see by the architecture. And over there, 𝗙𝗢𝗡𝗏.
And there's the monorail.
Yeah, I mean, there's no monorail actually in Greenwich. It's the monorail for us replaces the Docklands Light Railway. You might notice that from Fallout 76. Again, this was remade by the Reclamationist Project. Great team, worth checking out. Ah, yes, the floating distant buildings.
It's so immersive, so very immersive.
Oh yeah, down here we've got the Greenwich Naval Academy. Oh yeah, it popped up on screen. There you go, the Greenwich Naval Academy. F in chat because I'd already detailed all this, and then this was lost. So yeah, Dan's been doing his thing, trying to rebuild it, but yeah, we lost it.
An interesting question. Someone says, "What's an area you wanted to include but won't be able to due to time or space constraints?"
I mean, we've got most of it. I mean, I'd have preferred more space around the areas of like Covent Garden and stuff, because like it is pretty compact around there. And yeah, like the reason why we couldn't fit it in is because it was just becoming very top heavy in terms of the map. So the south side of the Thames is basically just lots of houses. You've got areas like this, but then you've just got lots of just generic houses. So we had to chop that out, but then obviously that also affects what goes on the north side. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts. Do we have the player run around endless amounts of just residential places? No, that's boring. So we cut that out, but obviously then had to cut out quite a lot of the areas near Covent Garden. So that was a shame.
You also got an F in chat, by the way.
Thanks. This was all completed. I gotta do it again. Oh yeah, I didn't generate the LOD on this stuff. So this is the work in progress that you're doing at the moment, Dan. This is the Greenwich Observatory. I actually haven't seen this in game, so this is my time to Q&A you and be like, this is broken. But yeah, he builds pretty spot on. He's got his building superpower. Is the main observatory building in this version, or is it in? Oh yes, there it is. It's around the upper side. I didn't see it.
Someone asked, which is an interesting question, will there be any DLC for Fallout London down the line?
I mean, check back in when we've done the first bit.
And on Twitch, you've got, are there going to be any railway terminals to explore? Paddington, Euston, Blackfriars, King's Cross?
Yes, all of those, actually. World tear. Problem with merging. Oh well. That's a 10-second fix. Don't worry, project's not going to die because of that. Oh yes, this is the Greenwich Park. Greenwich Park.
Someone says, can I ride the robot dinosaur in the Natural History Museum?
How did it? What?
You just discover something you want to do?
What?
What? I want to do that?
In that museum, there's a robotic dinosaur that moves its head from side to side and shakes its tail.
Oh, the T-Rex thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's a new thing. We are going to have the bony dinosaur. We're not going to have the robotic one. So that's interesting. Food for thought. Might have to write that down.
Why is he floating? Why didn't
Because I copied him from an interior cell over, which means his havoc settings aren't set. No, it was one I'd already put there. But yeah. Raider camp.
bots?
Oh god, you've done it now, Pro. They're saying dinosaurs confirmed.
I mean, like, jokes aside, dinosaurs have always actually been confirmed in Fallout London.
I thought that was me and DJ.
Oi, that's you, that's you. How can the oldest one said that to a younger man? I mean,
Younger
come
man,
on.
okay.
Yes, an adolescent,
Yeah, no, it's
a
called
young
an elderly
child.
kid.
You're all dinosaurs.
Yes, if you were to go today, and I highly recommend you Google this, Google the dinosaurs of Crystal Palace Park. Imagine if, to a Victorian, someone described a dinosaur, and then they made models of it. They are the worst things people will ever see. But
I
yes.
am not googling that. I do not want to get nightmares.
So yeah, so this is actually a perfect progress shot. So you can see the various things that, like the huge scaled up buildings in the background, some floating stuff there, the stuff in progress. This is like a natural in-game shot of how progression works. So you've got Dan who's building up this as it is, then you've got like the big placeholders in the background, and then just sporadic things dotted about and various things flying. I am aware that that is a TARDIS attached to a forklift, but that's not going to be there or animated. That's just because I want to use it elsewhere. But yes.
So, is the Crystal Palace still burned down in the Fallout universe?
Yes, it is. This is another yes and no. Yes, it is burnt down, but
It's a pile of standing
because
ashes.
unfortunately, yeah, it was. I think it burnt down or some such before the divergence. But either way, it was rebuilt in our lore and then was destroyed again. So you'll be able to actually see the destroyed version there, because it was destroyed during the fracking disaster that takes place over by Crystal Palace.
And someone said Victorian Jurassic Park when?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a reboot coming. I'd love to see how the Victorians deal with dinosaurs.
They'll be using the dinosaurs from Crystal Palace.
Yeah, just those things going around.
The Crystal Park.
Ugly ass things.
At no expense.
Oh yeah,
It's now become extreme meme, it seems.
trash bags. There you go. Well, you know, I think every project has their own trash bags. This.
My question though, why don't they have the little yellow ties? You know, put them up.
How about you go model them?
Immersion broken.
Immersion deleted.
Again, place all the doors on the walls. This is Lewisham. Now we are. Lewisham's actually a relatively new place in, well, in England, in terms of it being rebuilt. So it's like got more modern buildings coming up and stuff. So you've got the older sector that I'm going through now, and then it goes off into the more grey style sort of brutalist, and like the large sort of half destroyed buildings that you would find in like council estates and stuff.
This is a personal question. Will we have like a garbage truck?
Garbage day?
Yay.
Well, how did I know that?
Oh no. Yes. We were going to be using the one that was on the Nexus because we have permission for it, and then we found out the back of it is like 100,000 tries. So we are doing our own. Because that's a lot of tries.
A crater.
So we've got two questions on the YouTube chat. It's is the map going as far as Battersea Power Station, and if so, it would be absolutely awesome to see it in Fallout. And the second one is, what are your thoughts on the fact that there is a free Fallout 3 to 4 conversion?
Blink.
What?
Sorry.
Fallout 3 remake of Fallout 4 engine.
So we'll do the first one, which is there going?
Yes.
Is the map going as far as the Battersea Power Station?
Yes, yes, there is. We already have a model that's being made. It doesn't appear in the game yet. I've got it in the game, but it just doesn't appear. Like if I was to go over there, it just has a little triangle on the floor with an exclamation mark on it.
And then the next one is, what are your thoughts on the Fallout 3 in Fallout 4 conversion?
Oh, the Capital Wasteland project.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I'd love to work.
I'm gonna enjoy
I
it
thought
so
it-
much.
I thought it was what's the fact that there's 3 or 4 Fallout 4 conversions, like Miami, Cascadia, and all the others.
I'll answer both. How about that? I absolutely love the Capital Wasteland project. I think the Grilled Turkey team is fantastic. They are people to look out for. They are beyond industry standard. It's some of the best work I think I've ever seen in the modding community. Opinions aside of what they think of our project and our project of them, blah blah blah. Me personally, I think they're absolutely fantastic. In terms of there being so many total conversion projects or other projects, yeah, I mean, it's always a battle to the finish, really. There's a lot of these things that, you know, pop up, and there is always the biggest fear of, will they be finished or not? And that goes for us as well, you know. We have every confidence ours will be finished, but then again, you ask anyone, they'll always say that we have the biggest confidence. So yeah, I mean, there is always that looming overhead of, oh no, it's not going to happen, something terrible might happen, blah blah blah. But we're definitely say that at least with our project, I mean, I can't speak for the others, we're at the stage where we have enough built where if anything was to happen that would stop actual progression, we could just put in some basic fetch quests and release what we currently have so people could enjoy it. It's also the reason why we make sure to release all our stuff as standalone for our weapons and the like, so even if the overall thing doesn't get finished, you've still got something to play with. Hope that answers your question. Again, sorry for little errors and stuff. As I said, this is work in progress.
I think they'll survive.
Those things that you're going through at the moment will obviously be fixed by next merge as well.
Oh yes, this is the area that you've been going over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll be fixed. If not, yeah, sue me.
So yeah, you can see that the large wall up over there. Yes, I'm aware there's no mountains anywhere near London. This is the edge of the fracking disaster that basically tears through the area of Croydon. So if you're from Croydon, sorry about that. But yeah, that will play a interesting section in the third act. Right, so 20 minutes to go. I will just run through this as much as I can in 20 minutes, and then I will call it the end. And then it is completely up for anyone here to ask as many questions in that time. So here's your 20-minute count. Go. Whoosh. I'm currently in Greenwich, by the way, if anyone cares. Yeah. Simple texture issues, such as this one here, and here. This was my fault. When I built this, I had a texture pack in, which made them all look the same. Took the texture pack out, different coloured walls. So, yeah. Oops. It's weird how simple things like that, the small oversights, you can then go and check in game. And you're like, oh no, that was a bit of a disaster. But it's a very easy fix. I literally need to click it and scroll once to change it, so it's no biggie. Oh yeah, and there's our little tube station up there. Monorail, whatever it's called. DLR station's up there. Let's run over to it. Harrow School included. That I'm not sure about, actually. Can't confirm that one for you. What borough is it in? Presumably Harrow. I don't know. If it's in one of the boroughs that we cover and it's like an intricate place of interest, then yes, they do tend to get covered. Again, for those that have just joined, I haven't generated LOD in this in a while, so there are various things popping in because they're not there on the LOD. What did you say, Toast?
They say they're really liking the overgrown areas and do many more areas that are more agriculturally based.
Yeah, so the general plot line is that London, in order to survive the European Civil War, realised that it can't survive as a country, so decided to consolidate it into London. Everyone else is just to fend for themselves. However, in doing that, they obviously get rid of all of their agricultural land. So any sort of parks or the like that exist were sort of turned into farmland or sort of reutilized into whatever they could be to generate sort of food for the people of London. So that's why the farmlands outside Biggin Hill. You've got Richmond is a very important area. So is, I think, 𝗙𝗢𝗡𝗏, which is over in the Isle of Dogs, around the weirdest name station, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗏 Street, which always to me sounds like Gooch Street. So yeah, so like many parks and stuff are where you'll find like allotments and stuff where people are growing stuff.
Steamforge asks, sorry I'm late to the party. What originally led you to using Merlin/King Arthur mythology? I love what you've done so far.
I think in all honesty was you'd be surprised on how many bases the Bethesda team have covered. So every time we were trying to come up with an idea, it was like, well, they did it in New Vegas, or they did that in 76, or blah blah blah. And so we were really sort of scraping the barrel on like what could be intricate and yet still very English without it coming across as just a reskinned version of the Brotherhood of Steel or the like. And then we were like, well, spies, resistance, King Arthur, cool, let's merge it together and go with that. Sorry, I just love this park. I just checking it
No,
out.
the YouTube within question really been speaking up now. So you've
That's
got
great.
3 questions. We'll do them one
Please
by one.
ignore these floating buildings. I need to remove them. I can't believe I forgot. This is my favourite area, and I ruined it when I was just trying to work out the colour scheme for the place.
So we'll do one question one by one. First question we got is, will the game have any sort of named bosses?
Maybe.
Second one is, any plans quest referencing the Whitechapel murders?
Yes, of course. This is a very hidden way of asking, will there be Jack the Ripper? Which is like our most asked question. I was actually having a conversation with the leads of the other projects, and was it 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 mentioned that they always get asked if there's going to be Bigfoot. Miami always get asked if there's going to be Florida Man, and I think ours is, will there be Jack the Ripper? Yes, there'll be a nod to it, and there will be a little quest along the lines of it. Don't worry, the quest will not be murdering prostitutes. To clarify, we don't condone that. But yeah, there will be a little quest with like sort of finding stuff out, and that may be quite fun.
Third question is from the same guy who asked about the Battersea Power Station. Is, will we see any reference to Pink Floyd around Battersea, or is that too much of a stretch?
We need to bear in mind that there are limitations to what we can do in terms of copyright and the like. I think Chainsaw put a note on... This will annoy you in game, running into trees. I swear, it's my biggest pet peeve. Is...
I think the Pink Floyd one is a giant floating inflatable pink pig from the album covers.
Yeah.
Which we're not planning on.
You've got it on some of the posters. I swear you've got like a Pink Floyd... Oh no, you've got a Sex Pistols reference on the posters.
Yeah.
That's the one.
So we've got a question from Twitch now, which is, sorry he just joined. Are you at the point yet where you have much internal building at?
Yes, for sure. But I prefer showing off this. I'm trying to keep it so that I'm not showing off everything in just one video. So at some point I'll be going through the various interiors and the like. Shameless self-plug, Dog Food Factory, there we go. For example, this building all has an interior. Whether or not it works or not still. F in chat again. But yeah, Charlie's been working on interiors. F in chat.
I knew it couldn't be said. Oh.
But yeah, we do have interiors worked on. Oh, there's some posters. Go and carry on. Dan Rage. Ace of Interior.
I'm just getting emo, darling.
Oh yeah, the pipe pistols is your Sex Pistols one. Fine.
You're getting a good amount of F in chat, by the way.
Oh yeah, this is our Fesco that you saw earlier on in the stream. Fesco.
Empire Wade says, I really love your world space. I know it's been said plenty of times, but it's still amazing.
Say it more. I like it. Yeah, I mean, just like little things that people might not notice is that obviously we've got our own roads. Obviously in England we drive on the left, which is always an issue when which we had to teach both DJ and an American level designer, because the vehicles were appearing on this side, and it's like, no, backwards. You've got it down now though. And obviously just like the little things.
Me like maybe one try.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not the hardest thing. It's like, no, just put it on the other side. But yeah, this building, believe it or not.
What got me confused is when I was going in Google Map and seeing all the fucking one-ways, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And now I remove streets in between streets so it gets shorter, but this one was a one-way and this one was a one-way in the same way.
Yeah.
So now you were getting to the point where no street, like, you couldn't get anywhere. Like, you would just...
I remember
turn
when
in
I was going
circles.
to my university graduation in UCL, I was just using Google Maps and I didn't realize I had it set on car mode, and I was like, what's going on? Because it just kept making me loop around the university. I'm like, we've been here twice. Then I realized that I was trying to go up a one-way street and I was on car mode, so I had to change it back. Because it was just like, you need to go this way.
To be fair, it's nearly impossible to navigate London without a sat-nav enabled these days.
I mean, that's why the taxi guys took the knowledge, so that to learn all the back streets and stuff. I would just say this building here, people might think it's ugly. Believe it or not, that is pretty identical to what is known as the Water Church in Canada Water looks like. It is that ugly. Yeah.
Yep.
Where we pray to water in the UK.
Canada Water Station. Nice round building.
They ask us Canadian for water because they don't have any.
Yeah.
So they come pray and then we decide if we give them or not. Here's a little bit of water.
Yeah, that was why we colonized you guys originally, was for water. That must have been why.
Yeah, well, see how things turned around?
By the way, someone says in the chat, oh my god, another UCL alumni, hello.
Hi.
Don't think I can take this.
I feel sorry for you.
There's a couple of other questions that have been asked before about how did the British military fare, Brave New World and 1984 references.
Oh, and what major companies will appear in London as well?
So yes, it's very brutalist in terms of architecture, which is, I suppose, the nod to 1984. But it's definitely got the more, at least in the Fallout London, Tommy scenario is very much the incompetent leadership that you sort of found in World War One. So you've got your sort of like over-the-top Kitchener characters, while also mixed up with just the complete incompetence of the people like General Melchett and the like. What was the other question?
Are tower blocks as common in sight in Fallout London?
So we don't really have tower blocks. We have tower blocks in, say, so for example, this giantly upscaled church tower is our placeholder for the shard, which has fallen over. But I mean, apart from things like that, the only time we've really got tower blocks is the old sort of council tower blocks. Sort of, you know, the things I can only say Grenfell because that's the one that people might know. So the buildings like Grenfell, like they're very large building. They just pack loads of people in it and just like let them live. Yeah, downtown London don't really have a lot of skyscrapers apart from in the financial district. So the areas like the Isle of Dogs and around the Bank of England.
You also have what major companies will appear in London?
Oh yeah, so we've got just go underwater, brilliant. We've got apparently the 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, but yeah, our version of the 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 is Fesco. We've got the Easy Tea Company, which is basically our sort of, I suppose the equivalent would be like, well, the Starbucks, if that was included in the Fallout universe, but for tea. We've got Chainsaw. Help me, you're the one that did the artwork. What's the name of the drinks? The
Teasers.
yeah,
Based on Tizer.
yeah, teaser instead of
We've
Tizer.
got Ion Brew.
That's the one, Ion
ION.
Brew. That's the big one. That's our Nuka-Cola equivalent. Yeah,
Probably. You've got 5 minutes left now.
yeah. I'm running. I don't know where to. I mean, the fog's coming in anyway, so.
Will there be a red district?
We don't really have that.
Red light district?
It's not really a London thing.
no?
We don't really have one person.
No, we just have street corners.
Oh.
I mean, like, here you go. Here's the red light district.
There you go.
Right here. It's right here.
It's just
Right
housing
here,
costs.
right now.
Oh, this is my least favorite part of the map because I've done nothing. This is just blocked out. So in terms of, like, again, if people want to know what level design is like, you sort of just block things out with these large cubes and upscaled buildings and stuff. The biggest one obviously being this shard.
You've got 2 new questions, which is a mission to repair Big Ben. First one.
That's not a question.
Will with a question mark on the end.
Oh, okay. I was just like, I thought you just gave me a statement. I mean, who said it's broken? Oh. Oh, nice assumption.
Another question is, could you reasonably play this in survival mode?
Yes. Well, I hope so, because I only play in survival mode. So, yes.
A third one just popped in. Will the West End be a thing? Albert Hall question mark.
Yes. The condition of the Albert Hall and the like is up for debate. But yes, it will be there.
Everyone's getting all the questions in while they can.
That's okay. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to round it up. I'll finish everyone's questions, but I'm going to round it up in about 5 more minutes. Purely because my evening of doing level design and being on stream has once again turned into me running around showing the world space in its current form. The more times I do this, by the way, people, the less time I can spend fixing my floating stuff I've left. Just saying.
People are willing to watch.
You're close to the place you were looking for earlier.
Yeah.
So if people are more willing to watch a technical stream and who are actually designing and working on stuff, you can put a thumbs up in chat if you're willing to see that.
Yeah, otherwise I'll just be hauling my ass around this again.
But I say, if you want him to start doing some more actual level design and technical work as well, just so you can learn and then maybe join it as well, feel free to say yes in the chat.
No one's going to say yes. They're going to be like, just show us stuff. God damn it.
Please say yes so he can do work, please.
Oh yeah, so this building here, or these buildings here, done by Dan. This is near the Oval. At the moment, the Oval Stadium is just the placeholder for the stadium of Diamond City, but that will be there. The entrance will only be accessible via the London Underground. So I know someone asked about how you'd be going between certain places by underground. Yes, that is one of them. But yes, like these huge towers and the like. Yeah, this place is. It looks like this in real life. It's yeah, very, very industrialized. Why is it so dark? That's burnt my corneas, but there you go. So it's weird, like there are certain areas that have definitely been more detailed than others. It just depends on like how interested the level designers get in their specific areas during their weekly merges. So this was me. I got very into this area. That's why I started doing the insides and stuff. But then there are other times where, you know, I'm only human. You get to the bits where you're sort of just smashing roads together and just like building blocks and the like.
Are you sure you are?
Am I level design? I don't know. I just sort of tell people to do stuff and they seem to do it.
Well, it's just because human typically don't drink that much prune juice.
I knew that was coming.
We called out on screen.
All right. There was 2 minutes to go, and you had to bring up the fact.
Yeah.
We nearly made it. We nearly made it.
Effing chat for my colon.
I was waiting for a good opportunity.
Someone asked, will there be a pub crawl mission?
Yes, 100% there will be. Sorry, I just try not to laugh at them. Oh, what is it?
There's another question.
There's
What
nothing
were the
wrong with
hard-
prune juice, okay? I'm gonna have to put it in as an asset, aren't I?
There's another question. What were the hardest differences to figure out if they are by going to England?
So, the hardest differences. Was that the
The
question?
hardest differences to figure out if they are by going to England. I assume they mean differences between England and America.
Okay, so a lot of that will be answered in the... We mentioned it ages ago in one of our first videos, that something called the Doomsday Guide. Pronounced Doomsday Guide. Yeah, that would basically be able to give people a sort of an update. Oh, sorry, there's a lone tree floating. What is wrong with me? I guess I wanted that tree for something. Yeah, there's a guide which will come out. It'll be put up on our website. So a little update. I'll actually get on that soonish. So as soon as we get out of the way, as soon as we stop being asked this. But it'll let people who have no idea about the lore of our mod to actually get a basic understanding of what you're going to be arriving into. Because obviously people are going to bring a lot of the knowledge from the previous games and they're going to be like, oh, well, how does this work? This doesn't make sense, or da 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 da. We're going to hope to get those questions out the way with this guide. This will be a guide that both works through online and it will be transferred as an object in-game. So you'll be able to actually read it in-game. And you'll be able to get it quite quick. So if you've read it all previously on the website, you'll be able to read it in game, and that way it doesn't feel like you've cheated to find stuff out. You know, everything you read will be there. It'll be spoiler free. It'll help you get an understanding of what we're doing and the things that you need to know prior to actually starting the game. Sort of like in the little tutorial mission, a very quick update, like how I think they do it in Skyrim. There's that little Dragonborn book, so you can sort of get a grasp of who eventually you're going to be with a bit of foreshadowing. Okie dokie, we've hit 2 hours 30. If there's any questions, yeah, fire them in right this second, and if anyone on my team can give me heads up, I can answer them. Otherwise, I will doobly-doo out up here. Actually, I'm going to jump over my favourite little parkour bit, and then I will doobly-doo out.
Can you repeat that last part? I don't get the word you're trying to say.
What is going on there? What, doobly-doo?
Yeah, that's like the most ridiculous.
That's not a word.
I have
Doobly-doo
heard.
is not a word. What is going on with here? Oh, I shouldn't have shown this bit. It's broken. Oh, I know why. Yeah, it's because of that. Just don't look at
Like
that.
Thinking Bebop.
Oh, well, that was our sign-off
Did
chat,
we
was
dig-
it? I'm showing off an area that's broken, and you questioning what the word doobly-doo means. Fantastic.
We had someone asking to do a record. I've linked
Oh,
it in
okay.
the
I'm not good at parkour.
in the YouTube chat, because obviously on the YouTube we don't have it Discord chat there at the moment. But if you click on the link there, it will go through to others. And one last question, I think, from Twitch, which is how far away...
I know, I read it. Oh. There you go, crash out. What a way to end the stream.
Would you like to give the answer, bro?
When it's ready?
When it's ready. I think that's the perfect way to end the stream. Anyway, yeah. Thanks everyone for coming. I'm gonna put the outro on now because I'm a boomer. I don't know how. I think it's that button. Right. Fantastic. Thanks for coming, everyone. I will see you on the other side, I suppose. Okay. Ciao.